the history of the RHS Victory Bell,
and a look back at the senior football players take the field for the last regular season game tonight.
all today on the Air.
1, 2, 3.
When RHS wins a football or basketball game, you might have heard a familiar sound, the RHS Victory Bell.
We were able to catch up with Mr. Hodgen from the Richmond High School alumni to talk about the Victory Bell.
In 1942, during the midst of World War II, the students at Richmond High School and schools across the country had what was called scrap drives, where they would go out into the community and collect metal scrap so it could be used for the war effort. And they found an old schoolhouse. It was called Boston Schoolhouse Number 3. And in that schoolhouse, they saw there was an old school bell in the house. Now, the school was no longer in use because it was built back in the 1800s. Now, again, remember, the idea was to melt that, scrap it, send it for the war effort, for bullets, armor, other types of things that were used. Dick Clevenger and Sam Ridge and some other students decided we won't ring this bell until the war ends. So for 3 years, this bell sat in Richmond High School, and the students kept their promise, and it was never rung until victory in Japan in 1945. Sometime in the late 1940s, it was decided that the cheerleaders would ring that bell after a home basketball game if the Red Devils won. And that history continued for years. At least we know as far up into the late 1960s when the bell was rung after a home victory in football and in basketball.
The Victory Bell history will be included in the soon-to-be-released book, A Devil's Tales, The History, Legacy, and the Memories of Richmond High School. I'm Zoe Villaforte with On the Air. Back to you guys in studio.
Let's hope the bell gets stirring tonight on senior night. Now let's get one more set of pink stats for Breast Cancer Awareness Month before we have to leave on break. Your pink stats today are from Beatrice Vargas and Haley Croucher.
According to WebMD, 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer over the course of her lifetime.
According to WorldWideBreastCancer.com, nearly 400,000 lives could be saved each year if cancer symptoms are detected and diagnosed early, and more than 85% of women with breast cancer have no family history.
According to DoSomething.org, there are more than 2.9 million breast cancer survivors just in the U.S., the largest group of all cancer survivors.
Now let's do a quick check of some announcements with Cody.
Sign up for the counselor's field trip to Ball State and IUPUI and a chance to get some free ice cream when we get back from break. There's still time to sign up for one of the 2 field trips, one to Ball State University on November 4th and the other to IUPUI on November 11th. Seniors who are on track to graduate with Core 40 may sign up to attend. You may attend one or the other, but not both. They will be taking only 30 students on each trip, so please see your counselor soon to sign up. The week we get back after fall break, the RHS PBIS team has a reward plan for all students who can get to class on time. Any student who can go from Monday, October 26th through Thursday, October 29th, without being tardy to any class, that's 0 tardies Monday through Thursday, will get free ice cream at lunch on Friday, October 30th. Don't forget, we'll remind you on that Monday, but you've got to start Monday morning when we get back. Remember that after fall break, you can support RHS and a junior class by attending the RHS versus Boys and Girls Club staff basketball game on Tuesday, October 27th at 7 p.m. Show your school spirit and cheer RHS to a win in this rematch game. Tickets are $3 in advance or $5 at the door. Buffalo Wild Wings will be there again this year and will be giving away free food. Ticket sales will support prom. See Miss B in room R201 or any member of student council to purchase a ticket. That's your announcements. Now back to you guys in the studio.
It was certainly cold this morning. Let's check the Red Devil forecast to see if we'll have some good weather for fall break.
It should be nice but cool start to our break this weekend with mostly sunny skies and very cool temperatures. Today we'll only reach the mid-60s for our high, and overnight it will get low, with lows falling all the way into the mid to low 30s. The rest of Saturday, things won't warm up much as highs don't even make it out of the 50s. There will be a few clouds during the day, but those should clear out by late evening, letting temperatures fall even farther by Sunday morning when we could see our first lows in the 20s. With sunny skies on Sunday, things will start to warm up a little on as highs start to get back near 60, and overnight into Monday, lows will only fall into the mid to upper 30s. Enjoy it, and we'll see you in just over a week.
For Sports Today, Houston has joined us in the studio for a special sports segment.
That's right today. There's no scores or results, just a quick announcement and a special wrap-up to football as they close their regular season tonight. First, we want to remind all soccer players to have their uniforms and bags turned in by the end of the day. As we get ready to honor all our senior athletes at tonight's football game, we share some highlights and thoughts from this year's senior football players.
My favorite moment this season would have to be against Lafayette Jeff when I scored my first touchdown this year. Over top of Jordan threw a nice little lob pass over the top of the guy, and I caught it, and it tied up the game.
My favorite moment from this year was when Jordan Christian threw me a lob pass at New Pal and jumped up for it, and a kid hit me in my ribs. I thought they were broken, but I'm all right.
My favorite moment of this year is being able to play on a brotherhood team, being able to have somebody have my back when something gets tough.
My favorite moment from senior year is probably all the picks that I have and every practice that I got to spend with each and every player that's on the team, because you don't get that in a lifetime. You can only get it once.
My favorite part of senior year was waiting 3 hours to play Arsenal Tech and coming out with the win because it was a great defensive game for us. And we just had fun waiting 3 hours and just coming out late night and playing the game.
For favorite moment from the year was playing at Muncie Central. It was a very close game, and we came together as a team that night.
Tomorrow night, senior night, I expect us to get the win, to play hard and play fast and execute every single play, because it's not about one player, it's about the whole team, and we need to execute tomorrow night and we can get the win. It doesn't matter who's undefeated and who has wins or losses. Anything can happen in a game.
Senior night's going to be a big game. Just going to go out there and do what I can, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Senior night, it will probably be emotional because last year we had everybody lined up on the sideline to congratulate our seniors being a team. And how I feel about senior night, we're gonna do our best and see what we'll do. And I already know that we're gonna get yards and touchdowns. So
it's gonna be a hard-fought ball game like it has been, all my high school career against them. So. As long as we play well and do what we're supposed to do, we should come out with a win, and it'll be a good senior night and good 4 years here at Richmond.
That's the show. Make sure you come out tonight to support all our senior athletes.
And don't forget that RHS Volleyball opens with their sectional play next Thursday at Newcastle.
And the boys open football sectionals at Newcastle next Friday night.
Let's get a big crowd to both games over break to help them each win a sectional.
Have a wonderful break.
That's an all-fall joke.
Quit falling down on the job and close the show.
And we'll see you back here in just over a week.